What's up guys, D-Rock 1992 here. For this next video, I'm going to be reviewing the very popular movie Rocky, #1. I say #1 because there are 5 other sequels behind this. Rocky 1 came out in 1976, and the last one, Rocky Balboa, came out in 2006. But for this video, I'm going to be reviewing the very first Rocky. And in this movie, we get introduced to the hero Rocky Balboa, who is a small-time boxer in Philadelphia and a debt collector to a loan shark. These are the ways that he makes money in the streets of Philly. So anyway, this movie really deals with a couple of key aspects. They really touch on his friendship, Rocky's friendship, with his friend Paulie. Paulie is played by Burt Young, and Rocky, I didn't mention this before, but Rocky is played by one of the greatest action stars to ever grace the big screen, Sylvester Stallone. So it really deals on the friendship between Paulie and Rocky. Paulie, you could describe him as a guy who is pretty sarcastic, he loves his booze, loves to drink, but he's kind of a mixture between an angry drunk and a happy drunk, I would say. But he's got some get-rich-quick schemes and things like that. Paulie's quite a character in this movie. And you can't really understand him quite like... with Rocky Balboa, at times you can't understand him. But with Paulie, it's the same way, too. You don't really understand the guy when he talks. It's that really deep Italian accent that both Rocky and Paulie have. Another aspect is where Rocky basically says, "Yo, Adrian!" And he meets Adrian, who is Paulie's little sister. Adrian is played by a woman named Talia Shire. He and Adrian in this movie begin a really big romance. And you could not... these guys are polar opposites. Rocky's a very outgoing type of person. He's very gregarious. He's just a very talkative guy. And in the meantime, Adrian is a very shy person. Doesn't really talk all that much at the beginning there of their relationship. But two polar opposites who make their relationship work. Because, Adrian just falls for the rock, Mr. Rocky. Another key aspect is Apollo Creed, who is his rivalry with Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed is the reigning heavyweight champion. And because of an injury to another boxer that he was supposed to fight, basically Apollo Creed takes the opportunity to look for somebody who's an underdog, somebody who he can easily fight. They go upon Rocky Balboa because Apollo Creed, who is played by Carl Weathers, by the way, Apollo Creed really likes Rocky's nickname, which is the Italian Stallion. And, that's... I like that nickname, too. Definitely a good nickname. But for those of you who don't know, Carl Weathers, one of his big roles, beyond the Rocky movies, he was in the first 4. One of his big roles was as Chubbs Peterson, the hilarious Chubbs Peterson in Happy Gilmore, one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. But not going too off topic, Uh, so there's the rivalry between Apollo and Rocky. Apollo is very. He thinks he can beat Rocky very easily, and he even predicts that Rocky's going to be beaten, that he's going to beat Rocky in 3 rounds. No more than 3 rounds. So this guy's very overconfident. The other key aspect is Rocky's relationship with his trainer and manager, eventual manager. Uh, uh, what's his name? He's played by Burgess Meredith. His name's Mickey. Burgess Meredith, for those of you who go way back, is the Penguin in the Batman series, the original Batman TV series. And he has his own little catchphrase, something like that. That. And in this one, he has a pretty good catchphrase as well that he talks, he says to Rocky, "You're gonna eat lightning, and you're gonna crap thunder." Probably my best Mickey impression. Not that good, but anyway, this really deals with Mickey really pushing Rocky to be the best he can be, to really get out there and be prepared. Originally, he doesn't think that Rocky has the heart, or he thinks that Rocky has the heart, but he doesn't quite have the motivation and things like that to really get in there and, beat his opponent. He thinks the loan shark business that he's in is not a very good business at all. He frowns upon that. But Rocky proves him wrong. And he really works hard. He works out. He's determined. Tenacity-wise, he's so driven. And you see the workout and all that. It's epic. It's an epic workout. And then towards the end of the movie, the two sides meet, mano a mano. Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. So they get fighting, and Rocky versus Apollo is at the start. It's a pretty even match throughout. Apollo Creed had the prediction of no more than 3 rounds, but he wasn't prepared for Rocky coming out swinging. Apollo, yes, he lands a lot of punches, a lot of key punches, but Rocky is he's got that ability to stay on it. He doesn't get knocked down very often. He's kind of impervious to pain. He's kind of impervious to pain in a way, but he's determined to go the distance with Apollo Creed. So they go the distance, all 15 rounds. None of them get knocked out. So it is determined that Apollo Creed wins the round in Rocky due to a split decision, which means that he had more points from punches that he gave to Rocky. More punches than Rocky, more points. So Apollo Creed remains the heavyweight champion. And it's definitely... It's different, you'd expect the underdog to win, but he went the distance with Apollo. He really gave it to him. Just could not knock him out, however. They both of them in this round, pretty equally talented. But yeah, this movie is a very good movie, in my opinion. I like the romance that he has with Adrian and how that blossoms. I like Mickey, his character. He's just a very determined trainer. He wants to get the best out of Rocky, and I think Burgess Meredith plays him really well. You got Paulie, the relationship between him and his friend Paulie, and I think Paulie is a very probably the comic relief in this series, in their whole Rocky series, period. And then you have his rivalry with Apollo Creed. And Apollo Creed he kind of reminds me of Reggie Jackson back in the day. Reggie Jackson spent 5 years with the Yankees, and my favorite team. And Reggie was very much a boaster. He could do, Reggie could make, he made a lot of predictions and things like that. And I mean, he was very boastful, but he could he could play to kind of silence the critics about his boastfulness. But anyway, I'm getting too far off topic here. Great movie. I would give this probably a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The only reason that I don't give it a full 5 is because he loses in the round. I don't take too much away, just a half star, but I think that, for the first movie coming out, he probably should have won. But that's what the next movie's for. Rocky 2, the rematch between Apollo Creed and Rocky. So I would give this a 5 out of 5 stars. 4.5 out of 5 stars. It had 91 or 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it was a very good movie, rating wise on Rotten Tomatoes. It's an iconic movie. I was thoroughly impressed with the movie, period. Great movie. And that's pretty much it for this review. D-Rock 1992 out.